I don't know, man. Japan's on another level.
Mila era un panqueque y tenía cantidades industriales.
You will also find tons of shops.
Girl, I was like jumping up and down. I was so excited. It's so good.
皆様こんにちは、岸本です。今日も世界中を大熱狂させている超ホットな話題をお届けしていきますよ。今回の主役は、もはや世界中の人々を狂わせる恐ろしい魔力を持った我らが誇り、日本の屋台料理です。人類を震撼させる究極のうまさに、海外から理性を失うほどうますぎると大絶叫の嵐が巻き起こっています。それでは行ってみましょう。ちなみに、まだチャンネル登録していない方は、ぜひ登録しておいてくださいね。このビヨーンって伸びる瞬間、たまらないよね。見た瞬間に食べたくなっちゃう。あのお菓子の魅力を紹介するね。
Tô aqui na Takeshita Street e a gente vai experimentar essas comidas. Batata gigante. Isso aqui, o recheio é queijo colorido. Que delícia! Meu Deus! Muito gostoso! Uma batata bem gordinha. Agora isso aqui, ele é frito e dentro é o queijo colorido, bem queijo. Bonito! Mas o gosto... Não sei, o queijo é gostoso, mas essa massa eu não sei identificar. Parece uma massa meio de um bolinho. Tipo, não tem gosto de salgado. Agora eu acho que vai ter queijo. É muito colorido.
日本のコンビニおにぎりにドハマりしちゃった外国人観光客の可愛すぎる動画を紹介するね。
I don't know what they put in this. This is my favorite snack since I've been in Japan. And apparently I open them wrong every single time. So let's see if I can get it right this time. Just 3 simple steps. Number 1, pull. We pull. Number 2, pull. Number 3, pull. Amazing. This is the tuna mayonnaise triangle thing. Oh wow. It just makes my taste buds tingle. I don't know, man. Japan's on another level. I like how you can easily get fresh, good food from a vending machine. In the United States, it's like chips and garbage. It's rice, tuna, mayonnaise, and seaweed. Tell me what's bad about this. Looks healthy to me.
顔よりでかい。築地で今めちゃくちゃバズってる。噂のなく巨大海鮮せんべいを食べてみたよ。
This can be found at Tsukiji Outer Market in Tokyo, and he has different options like squid and shrimp. He has 2 machines at a time, so the line does get long, but you could tell that he really cares about his craft. It was nice and warm, and it honestly just felt like one giant shrimp cracker. Would I wait in this line again? Probably not that long, but it was a great one-time experience.
We're in one of the most gorgeous cities in the world, Kyoto, Japan, and I wanted to show you guys everything that I ate at the food market. Started out with this crab stick. It was around $5 and it was so good. I think I'm biased because anything lobster, anything crab, I'm down for. Girl, Trader Joe's literally has nothing on these dumplings. Obviously, these are like handmade and fresh, but oh my gosh, girl, I was like jumping up and down. I was so excited. It's so good. For dessert.
種類が多すぎて4個以上ゲットしたみたいだけど、ピンクのやつを10点満点中100点って大絶賛しててマジで楽しそう。
Got a pack of 4. It was so hard to choose because there were so many flavors. Here we go. I'm trying it. This I want to give 100 out of 10. It was so amazing. Exactly what I wanted. Hit the spot. It's 400 yen each, which is around $2.60. Strawberries are just different here though. They're so juicy and red and oh my god, so amazing. We're gonna try strawberry daifuku.
Yeah. It's actually really good. The mochi is really, really soft. And bro, the strawberry in the center is like a strawberry on roids. Like it's so sweet.
ちなみに、まだチャンネル登録していない方は、ぜひ登録しておいてくださいね。銀座などで大人気の揚げサンド専門店エイジさんで、一番人気のクレームブリュレ味を食べてる動画を紹介するね。
First, we'll start with their most popular. It's the creme brulee. This is the one that everyone's getting.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
No napkin.
I don't even like creme brulee that much, and this is delicious. I didn't realize this, but the top is the creme brulee custard, and then the bottom is the whipped cream. So it almost like lightens that up a little bit, because if it was all creme brulee top, it would just be kind of dense and heavy. I really liked it.
Get instead. This area packed with affordable food and fresh seafood, and it actually feels local. One of my favorite snacks here is the minced meat filling and insanely cheap. Perfect if you just want to eat while walking. For seafood, there is a place called Tekkado. You can get a fresh seafood at super affordable prices. There's salmon donburi and costs around $3. You will also find tons of shops selling fresh and
大餅2個で20ドルって驚きながらも、日本で本格的な餅つきを体験してる観光客の動画を紹介するね。
ありがとうございます。せーの、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、はい、よいしょ、よいしょ。
Where I felt a slap. I got a chocolate mochi. Let's try it. So soft, like a marshmallow, but tastes like a lava cake.
Do you want to try?
You try.
The texture's great.
Guys, Dad gave me his strawberry.
look it in front of you.
So I ordered a cuttlefish okonomiyaki, and this is what it's currently looking like.
It took about 15 minutes in total, and I was hungry while I was waiting for this. And it definitely didn't help because I can see the bacon and cheese on that other table. And once the wait is up, it's brushed with a thick, glossy, sweet and savory sauce, lots of Kewpie mayo, and I finished mine with lots of bonito flakes and seaweed powder. This combination of flavors is absolutely delicious, and it is piping hot.
I have cuttlefish.
The texture is slightly crispy on the outside because of the teppanyaki, but the inside is nice and fluffy and light because of the batter and the cabbage. And if you made it this far, okonomiyaki literally means grilled as you like it, which is why it's highly customizable and something I believe everyone will enjoy. And best
日本の出来たて熱々なたこ焼きに大興奮してる外国人観光客の動画を紹介するね。
Just got the takoyaki. Look how beautiful that looks. Freshly made, so you have to be super careful. I think this is one of the foods that retains heat really well. So what I like to do is poke a hole and then you like open it up to let the heat escape. You can see the little octopus in there. Octopuses are very smart animals, so if you eat this, you become smart too. It's probably still super hot, but honestly, I cannot wait. Other than the fact that I burned my mouth, this might be one of the best takoyakis I've ever had because the texture is perfect. The outside is super crispy, the inside super mushy and soft, and the octopus has one of the best textures. And the green onions, actually this kind of look like white onions. It looks like kind of like a mix between a green onion and a white onion. It goes really well with the takoyaki. And overall, super delicious. Just wait a few minutes, okay?
Sweet and savory. The ultimate cheese ball.
You take a really good pancake, put cheese in it.
A worth a try if you're in the area. I wouldn't go out of my way. Okay, let's go eat.
Okay, let's go.
We have kuroko madango. This is our black sesame little mochi stick. Oh yeah.
最後までご視聴いただき、本当にありがとうございました。このチャンネルでは、海外の反応や日本に関する面白い話題を、これからもわかりやすくお届けしていきます。面白かった、また見たいと思っていただけたら、ぜひチャンネル登録と高評価をよろしくお願いします。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。ありがとうございました。